What's going on? So, yesterday afternoon, I was looking at my TopStep account and it still shows I have 2 other combines, which I asked for a refund because I didn't mean for those to get like renew and bill and stuff. But one of them still allows me to trade, so I said, let me just take a trade on here, take a couple trades, or I took a trade and it was a losing trade, but I was kind of just curious to see if it was going to allow me to take the trade. Hey Umar, good morning. I'm doing good. You? Hopefully all is well. I think I saw that you said you're in South Africa, so hopefully all is good down there. So I just threw a trade on the chart just to see if it would even allow me to trade it, and it did. It was a losing trade. I'm like, all right, let's see if we can get something out of this. What's up, McLovin, Tyler? So yesterday afternoon, 2 or 3ish, I saw we were reaching up for this fair value gap. I posted this in the Discord, but just going over it here. So on that move, it was around here somewhere. I can't pull up those trades right now, but anyways, I have the freaking screenshots in the Discord. We were reaching up for that. I could see that on the 5 minute. So I took a few contracts going long off of these any of these fair value gaps, wrote it up, exited, zoomed out, saw we were right at that 5 minute OTE. Beautiful entry. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. That reaction right on the 5 minute, dropping down to a 1 or a 30-second chart to get an even better, smaller stop entry. I mean, it doesn't look at these fair value gaps there on the 30-second and the 1 minute. So I took 2 more contracts. Yes, I took 2 contracts because I wanted to get to that 50% level of that 50K, and I ended with 1475. I did not ride this all the way down because I hit my max I could make on the day, but I was prepared to hold that for that move. But I had to get out for 30 points because it was 2 contracts, and that put me at the $1,500 limit on the day. So that was pretty exciting. I need to start doing that on accounts that actually matter. Let's see where we are right now. This morning, I took another trade on that 50K. Opened the charts. I didn't even realize that there was news, but right after this initial candle, which came down and respected this 1 minute fair value gap, on the way back up, I just jumped in. I thought it was 1 contract, but I still had it set to 2. So I got 2, wrote it up, and I think I'm up like $400 or $500 on that. So we only need 1,000 to pass that, assuming TopStep doesn't take it off my account, because I asked for a refund on it, but it's still there. So I'm going to see if I can pass it before they remove it. They might remove it because I'm not supposed to even have it. And this was all just practice. But we'll shoot our shot. So just like yesterday at the news, we had the move down, respect to that, came up. I am short biased. Got 2 equal lows. This third one is pretty close. This move did not take out that move, that swing right there. I think that with those equal lows being there and with this gap, I think the market's going to come back down into it. So I'll look for shorts, but that doesn't mean I won't take a long setup either. we already got a, we already kind of got something going on here. Took out that high, displaced down. That didn't really break any swings though, but we have another one over here, so we'll see. We'll just be patient like yesterday, and if we see when we see something, it stands out, like it's super clear, like this is a setup, take this. I need to avoid the ones that are not very clear. When there's too many wicks, you know, not really breaking structure with force, if we're just barely making new low, stuff like that, ignore it. When I see a strong setup, I know it, and I need to take that. Like this 5 minute yesterday, actually plenty of setups yesterday, but like having this 5 minute fair value gap yesterday, like look how that's so clear. A clear liquidity run, pumps up and then just straight down. So then drawing out getting that OTE entry right there, like it doesn't get any clearer than that. I would have bet the whole house on that move, but I was trying to be responsible and only trade on that combine because I already took my one trade for the day on the other accounts, but that was perfect. There was also, I noticed during the stream yesterday, during the stream we took this gap, again, super clear displacement, breaking a low, so shift to market structure. Then I was planning on this, but then it was so choppy, look at that. But I did say yesterday, if I was going to take a second trade for the day, I liked that this gap, we have this displacement, and what do you know, we put this little rectangle on here. Look at, we came right back to it, and where does that fall? Right between the halfway point and that OTE entry, like, and then there's another entry around the area that we're supposed to be watching. There's another short entry with a shift in market structure, a gap, and like it doesn't get clearer than that. Why am I not trading more on those days? And then the days where it's like I get crappy setups, then I want to try to give it more chances. But I can't. I need to just do one trade a day for the time being. One trade a day. Hunter Lot, what's going on? It's not hindsight, Delta. So the first trade I took was beautiful. That second one I pointed out, and I said if I was going to take another trade and if the market came up here, I would enter that trade. I was done for the day and I wasn't supposed to take it, but that one worked out perfectly. And then that 5 minute entry at the end of the day, I did take. I know some days it is more hindsight, but yesterday for me, that wasn't hindsight. I'm not like trying to be cocky or anything, but I pointed out out of three setups I saw, two of them I took, one of them I wasn't even on the charts, but I pointed it out before it happened. So I'm just saying, like, if I traded all three of those on every account, all my accounts would be in pretty good shape for the day. Instead, I was up only a little bit because I didn't have like the best entry, and my confidence was excuse me, my confidence was like in the toilet from the day before. But that's, some days it just, you know, you're not going to have that good of setups and you're going to force it, and then you're going to do damage to your account. So that's why I need to stick to one trade a day. This turnaround might already be happening here. So where we're at, AMP account, this is the AMP account, the real money, blah, blah, blah. risking up to $250 per trade. And then I will also switch over to this TopStep. This is the 150K account. I had to take the money off. I don't want to look at it. We are not in good shape on this account from the damage we did this week. So I'm just trading 2 micros on it and just take the same trades I take on my amp. Whatever I get, I get. Whatever I lose, I lose. Just trying to prolong it as best I can and attempt to grind it back. There's no rush on this. I'm not waiting to take payouts on this. Obviously, it'd be great if we were doing better and in profit and able to start taking payouts like next week. However, there's no rush on it. I just need to preserve the account and grind it back. Morning, Wayne. Yeah, Delta, I'm getting good at trusting the setups. And when you have like so yesterday on that 5-minute entry that I saw, this guy right here, look at that run up on it. Like, to me, I was getting excited. I'm like, I want to see this. I want to see it come up to this fair value gap quickly and then respect it. And that's exactly what we did. ICT talked about it in a Twitter space the other day, and that kind of changed my viewpoint on it. If you think about it, if you're wanting to short and you're shorting on red candles, you're chasing it now. It's already moving away from you. You want to pick a point to short and you want the market to come up there. So I'm getting better at not getting scared like that. Man, I like these setups, but I really want to wait for 9:30. If we miss the move because of it, so be it. Right, Tyler, that's exactly seems like that's exactly what I do too. See, I don't like taking a setup right before 9:30 because I think I would need to put my stop all the way to the high, and then the market, I could see the market just taking out the highs real quick before we get the move down. I don't know about that 100. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. That's what I was worried about. This is exactly what I was thinking was going to happen. We go take out those, at least that high. So that's good. I'd prefer us to run up because I want to get a move that goes and takes those lows. You know, Delta, I have not been marking out London highs. I kind of got away from that. Right here, right? It's between 2 and 5, isn't it? All right, just wait and see if we get a displacement, break in structure, re-enter. or retest. There's the London highs. Got this guy way up here, but still in this fair value gap, that 5 minute. I think we have some news at 10, right? Consumer sentiment. Doesn't that usually move a little bit? Like moves the markets a little. So it might be a little weird until then. This is why I want to make a custom indicator / alert so I could just have it tell me when I need to be watching. Because I know when I sit and watch the charts like this and there's nothing, it's just eating at my patience. I'm doing fine right now, but you know, it's only been 6 minutes and I feel like it's already been 30 minutes. Umar, you shorted earlier. What happened with that? You get your money? And was anybody in a trade yesterday when Tradeovate went down? I think they were down for like 20 minutes or so. Oh, damn. Just missed it. That would have been, Graham, that would have been bad for you without your stops. Which I guess there's a chance that if they go down, that stops may not be respected. But they've told me that they would be regardless. But I don't know. I don't trust them. I think some of you guys were following me back when they had a lot of problems in the beginning of the year, and I was trading with real money and they went down, and I was in a trade without a stop, and I had to call them to get out of it. $324. Don't know what you see, Tyler. Off of this gap over here. kind of have a feeling that the move's going to happen at 10. We won't be in it. It's probably going to offer some displacement, but a lot of times it doesn't offer a entry. So then you gotta wait. If it like displaces down, you gotta wait, you know, however many minutes until the market decides to come back up. Yeah, Delta's got your back, Tyler. He got out so you could I just don't trust anything until 10. I'm like Colby trying to be patient until then. I this is, the hell is this? Yeah, we have consumer sentiment at 10, and I'm pretty sure that usually moves Nasdaq. Not like an FOMC or anything like that, but I think it does move it. Let's see what color it is. Colors will tell us. On here, on this site, it's not red. Did you start getting a little worried knowing that there's news? McLovin, we did that yesterday. Yesterday morning at 8:30. It almost worked. I don't know if that's, I said I don't know. Yesterday I said I don't know if I think it almost worked because like that's the gambler side of me, but it almost, I feel like it almost worked. Go Tyler made a clip of it, or if you go to my video yesterday, I have a timestamp in the comment. It was like I think minute 13. You can minute 13 is when it's 8:30. Yeah, so we had, so just picture this, 8:30 is about to happen. I had a sell order down here and a buy order up here just for 5 points. Market came down on the news at 8:30. It went 3 points into profit and then freaking reversed and went the other way. What's the secret? The secret to what? Yeah, some trades you get in and you immediately think this was not, I could have done better. And it's best to just get out. If you're in the red or the green, you don't want to let a trade like that hit a full stop. But you got it in the green, so mayonnaise and ketchup is the secret. God, it's only 9:45. I feel like we've been sitting here for a long time. Just went up and took out those highs again right around that London high. Mayonnaise and ketchup is the secret. Yeah, same, Tyler. I don't know. I know another friend of mine agrees that this has happened where maybe you enter a trade on accident, like you accidentally click buy or something like that, and you're getting ready to go close it because you didn't mean to, but then you freeze and like, well, what if it goes in the right direction? That's not what we're here to do. That's just playing a slot machine right there. Can't tell you how many times I've accidentally clicked buy, or I accidentally get into more contracts, and I know I should just take the contracts off that I wasn't supposed to be in, but part of me is like, well, if I'm right, I'm gonna make triple of what I wanted to. And then you just freeze, and then just watch it go in the red, in the deep red, and then you're screwed. So if you make a mistake like that, the best thing to do is correct it as quick as possible. And don't even think about if, because that's just gambling. It's kind of crazy how we've all been through these things in our own personal, like, solo journeys, and then when you start talking about it, everyone's like, yes, I'd been through the same exact thing. And it doesn't. It's like, what? How? Oh yeah, Delta. I've been in some bad red trades, and I'm like, can you please just come to break even so I can get out? And then it comes back to break even, and I don't exit because that break even, I'm like, well, what if it keeps going in the right? What if it keeps going and now I make money on it? And then what does it do? It freaking turns around and goes back further in the red, because now I'm like, well, I was already okay with how red it was a minute ago, so now I let it go even further in the red, and now I have to exit, and I had an opportunity to get out at break even. Oh man, this trading is something else. It makes you feel things you didn't know you could feel. Yep. Right, Delta. Yeah, I mean, anything. I mean, if you're in a bad trade, I mean, obviously the number for it being bad is going to depend on your own risk in your P&L or your account balance. But say you're in a drawdown of like minus 1,000, and it comes back to like minus 50. I mean, that's close enough to break even, and you don't exit, and then it goes back to like minus 2,000, and then you have to exit. I just trust you guys on the divergent stuff. I'm not even gonna look at it because I start overthinking. So that's just not, I don't do that with my trading. I don't look at other symbols or assets or anything. I don't remember. I don't know if I've seen I think I watched the first Harry Potter. I haven't seen all of them. That was a while ago. These next 10 minutes are going to be the longest 10 minutes of our lives. I do like this. Maybe if we get a setup on like the 2 minute, I may take it. Regardless if it's before news or not, because if there's a clear setup, the news move should still respect. I mean, look, the news at 8:30 respected this gap perfectly. I just require it to happen on like a 2 minute. I think that gives me a better chance of it working out. But we broke London highs already at 9:30, 9:32. Just came up, took them out again, and then displaced down. Not that. That's come back too high. I don't really like that anymore. Right? Put a here. If this 2-minute candle that we're in right now went down further and closed, I would have considered that a decent shorting opportunity, but still not seeing anything we like. The 1 minute, I mean, that's okay, but not before news. Up in this gap right here, that's not. See, I mean, I know it's technically a fair value gap. I just hate when there's these massive wicks. Like, I want it to be super clear. Like this huge wick up here. I know that means like that's a liquidity run right there. So I should be okay with it, but I don't like that we have like an order block up here. I would prefer, you know, a nice run up with nice big bodies. Yeah. Like I said, it's technically decent for me personally. I just have a little more confidence when there's not these wicks in the displacement. I mean, clearly the trade I'm looking for, which would be the 1-to-1, is as of right now playing out. Except we did create that little fair value gap on the 1 minute, which, I mean, shouldn't work because there's no break of structure in there. But a 1-to-1, this would be working out right now. But again, it's also Friday. Like, I need to be requiring A++ setups. I need to be very confident in a setup, so that way I'm okay if it's a losing trade. Fridays are high risk tilt days if I start taking bad trades. Well, the 1-to-1 worked. I didn't like that displacement. Doesn't even matter how many points it is because we make the money the same. But 32 points was offered right there. Nice, Grim. I don't know how the hell you did that in this ugly price action. I agree, Colby. I'm trying to be okay with no trades. It's better than bad trades. I skipped a day last week because we didn't see anything we liked. I skipped a day this week because we didn't see anything we liked, but however, it did affect me a little, so I need to get better at that. I like that we created another little fair value gap here. We didn't break any structure. But this move, I think that's, I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're waiting until after freaking news anyways. Tyler, if I were you, if it has everything you want, you like, to me, I buy into news events just move the market quicker. It should still respect everything that you're seeing. If buy side liquidity has been taken in your eyes and you have everything you want, the news event should just move it faster, not disobey certain things. That's true. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to talk you into taking a bad trade. I'm trying to work on still taking a setup if it meets everything. If it's like an A, if this was like an if we didn't have all these wicks in here and this was a clear displacement, I would short this regardless that news was coming up. I'm trying to be okay with that personally, but obviously everyone trades differently. Everyone shouldn't be okay with that. I don't know if I am forcing myself to be okay with it. Yeah, right. I'm not trying to talk you into a bad setup. Yeah, I mean, do what's best for you, obviously. It'll be frustrating if this OTE works, though. I feel I'm getting a lot better at just, or at least the last couple of days, getting better at just trading just trade the setups. Don't worry about how many points it is. Don't worry about how much money it is. Don't even pay attention to the points. Just, I see a setup. This is what I want the candle to go here, and then I want it to go there. I don't care about what that means. We're gonna go after these lows. I'm not even in this trade, but just because I put this on here, I kind of have like that anxiety, like I am in a trade, but I have no, I have no money on here, but that's part of me. That's the side of me that wants to be right, not necessarily make money or anything. I just want to see this displacement down obeyed and the market not run up here. Yeah, definitely anxiety inducing, which it shouldn't be. We need to just trade smaller when we get worried or scared like that. You're freaking trading like what do you have, like 15, 20 accounts? Man, this is just toying with people. I feel like it's just creating this false support. Lots of people probably buying this right now. And we're gonna rip through and go to those equal lows and possibly this new day opening gap. I don't know what kind of market this is. It's just like ICT says, it's just burning through the clock right now and just consolidating and loading up on people's positions before it wrecks a good portion of them. This is when patience comes into play, and if you have it, ideally you'll come out on top. But all the people that are trying to trade this getting chopped up, we need to not let that be any of us. So we do one of the hardest things, and that's nothing. Oh, there's a trend. It's just sideways. Just I almost want this trade to not work out just because I'm not in it. And I mean, that's why I haven't taken anything, because I don't really like this displacement in here. And if we create displacement now to the upside, I don't like this either, even though we are taking we are breaking this swing high, but we're not coming off of a liquidity grab. I mean, I guess maybe this move could have been looked at as a liquidity grab, taking out any stops beneath here, but I don't really like that. No, I'm not in this delta. I just threw it on there because it was a potential entry that Tyler and I were talking about, but I don't really like these wicks in here. I don't like that. I like it when it's a clear displacement, super strong move. But I mean, it very well could work out. Obviously, anything can happen. That's right, piano. When I see something, it will stand out, and that's what we'll take. This might just be one of those days where it's just going to be garbage price action there. That trade would have been stopped out, which is why I didn't take it, because I didn't like it. Like I said, if these 3 candles didn't have these wicks, if it was like a straight down move, I would feel more comfortable taking that even with the news, but I just don't like that. I don't like the way that looks. That move yesterday morning was like, look at how clear this was. So you saw those wicks. Look at this. That's the move we took yesterday. Look at that fair value gap. And then the next candle straight down. Like it didn't want to come back up into it whatsoever. Taking out a very strong swing low. That's what we want. No, Ben. Ale, both of you guys. This is too choppy. Well, I mean, L's are part of it. It's all part of the plan. I understand that, like, that's super frustrating, Prada, especially when you don't. Well, okay, that's a good thing. You're in the green. No matter what I do today, I'm in the red this week because I overtraded on Wednesday. So I let the market get to me. And if assuming I stick to my plan, which I will, one trade, I can't recover what I'm down. What do you mean, Graham? Why do you think it's not worth it? Yeah, I like the... Man, after yesterday, I like that 5 minute. Get a 50K and go after it, and then you can always like copy trade or something, and then if you pass the 25K too, cool. If not, no big deal. Yeah, that like I know you guys don't want to hear this, but the 25K's accounts, you can't. Your contract size should be max 2 micros, never more than 2 micros. And then the 1500 is nothing. What do we got here? I'm gonna take that on let's put a stop up there. Um, 1500. Yeah, if you do 2 contracts max, that gives you 375 points to work with. All right, so we had displacement. We broke this little swing right here. We just came off of taking out new highs. Oh, we're in. It's a valid setup. I gotta just get in it. Like we're creating this false, or I don't know if it's false. I feel like we're creating this floor that it's going to want to go through at some point. Oh, we need to get on here too. All right, let's do this. I want those equal lows as well. We're only risking 200 on it. I went into this week willing to risk 250 on every trade. But that displacement with a swing like that, a swing with a wick like that, I think that's decent. Appreciate it, student struggle. You know, worst thing that happens, we get stopped out. We took a trade that we liked. That's what we do. That's what we do every day. Kind of sucks if we take a losing trade because this week sucked pretty bad. Oh, what the hell, Tyler? I'm on a funded and this real account. We all going down? It's not. It's going. We're out. GG's everyone. So, damn. What sucks when something that sucks when things like this happen are, I mean, we had a setup in one direction and then we had a setup in the other direction. I trusted the short because the short came off of taking out new highs. The long did not come off of taking new lows. Right? I mean, I'm not mad about it. This is just one of those days. I mean, this is stupid. It's just one of those days where it wasn't planning on working. Because that's a swing low, so displacing through a swing, that's break of market structure. Yeah, I need to, Tyler, I need to stick with one trade a day. Like I have to, because I get out of hand if I allow myself more. If I allow myself 2 trades and I'm like, well, you only did 1 extra trade, you can do 1 more, and then I got 3, and then I got 4, and I mean, this move is where we'll probably, this one may work, but yeah, this, for me, we this move up, the start of that move was right here. That did not take out new lows, so we did not purge any liquidity. We did break a structure right here, a swing high, but we didn't come off of taking out liquidity. This move down, we did make new highs. It wasn't a lot, but you don't need a lot. You just need to purge it by a few ticks. And then we displace down and we have a 1 minute swing. It's not nothing, but it's not that strong, but it's still something. So it technically meets the requirements. Oh, nice swing. We just took a loss, so we're down 207 right now on this account. But the setup was there. I took it. It's a bit frustrating knowing that the 1-to-1 from this side would have worked. But it's all good. That's just the name of the game. They're not all gonna work. I feel like I'm still short biased, but got this displacement. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm not taking anything else. If I take anything, it will be later this afternoon once we actually get some movement. And it will only be on that TopStep 50K account that I randomly have. I think I was trying TopStep like a month ago and I had a failed account and I forgot to cancel it. So they charged me for it the other day. And I was like, well, I didn't really want this. So they refunded it, but it's still in my dashboard and it let me trade yesterday. So we're already halfway to the goal. And then I took a $500 trade this morning. So we only need 1,000 to go. Yeah, best thing, when it's doing this, honestly, the best thing is just walk away. You might miss a move, but we might typically in the mornings, if it's crappy, the afternoons are better and vice versa. Yes, I don't know how to say your name, so I'll call you Milo. We just took a loss. Basically, this guy right here. We had new highs put in place, displacement down, fair value gap, shorted that, aiming for these lows and some other equal lows, and took an L on it. So on this account, we're down 226. And then on the AMP account, we took the same thing and we're down 207. Yeah, it's cool they refunded it because I didn't want to pay for it. I almost kind of feel bad trading on it, but if they're going to leave it in my dashboard, I'll see if I could trade it. I mean, I'm going to have to pay them if I pass it anyway, so they'll still make money on me. 100 lot. Hopefully you do I'd be curious to hear what you're going through if you do like a live stream later or something. I wish I could do that, Tyler. I really think, I mean, this may work out. I mean, sometimes they work out when you don't have a break-in structure. And with this price action today, it might not offer a break-in structure. No, they don't. Not as far as I know, which I haven't taken a withdrawal from TopStep, but I'm pretty sure that's you pay the 150 fee and then that's it. But you're not getting that back. I have no idea what the hell this market is doing. Let's zoom out and do a little top down because I have not done that. Weekly. Hit that weekly imbalance between those two candles on the weekly, right at the 50% between those two. So maybe it doesn't want to go lower. Have a good one, Delta. There might be something later. It does, McLovin. It really does. All right, so the weekly satisfied. Maybe that's all it was drawing to. It was just filling in that right there. Daily. Look at this gap up here. Did not see that because I didn't look at the daily earlier. So maybe we reach up to that. Have a good weekend, McLovin. With all this displacement down, yesterday we had that reaction off of that weekly imbalance. Maybe we should have been thinking about longs. Just those equal lows and this gap down here looked too good. But market's not, I mean, look, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? This is the 5-minute New York session right here. What is that? It's a ball. Why? My hands are not that shaky. I don't know why I did that. What is this? How do you trade this? This is what it is right here. Man, I was super confident we were going to attack these. I think that's what we did yesterday. We had like the same type of overall setup. Of course, I didn't hold it yesterday. All right, this is dumb. I'm not trading anything today. Well, I mean, I already did. I'm not trading any more today. So we're down a couple hundred on. This is better than what I planned on this week because I went into this week willing to risk 250 per trade. So that's not that bad. Down 222 on the funded TopStep. And then I'm up like 500-ish on. So I have this is a funded account right here, 100 lot. I did a lot of damage though, so I was on minis and I'm borderline about to fail this account. So I'm just trying to prolong it by going down to micros and just grinding it back. A very slow process, but hopefully that way I don't blow it, because I mean, I've already paid for it. Obviously I have it. But I do have a I do have another one that I just started that I only have $1,000 to go on the 50K TopStep. Right here. This one I traded. Man, we had such better moves earlier. This was a pre-market day. This account I'm up 550 from this morning. Look, damn, those trades were short too. I did not know that I didn't realize that there was news at 9:30. But I mean at 8:30. At 8:30 we came down and hit this fair value gap. So I was just riding the momentum of it up and got in on 2 contracts on accident. We only have to get to 53,000 and we're at 52, and this is day 2 of this 50K account. But the 150K funded that I already have it's obviously low enough. I feel more comfortable on micros, so I'm just gonna trade 1 to 2 micros, and if we get it back into profit in 6 months, so be it. There's no rush. Just trying to save it. But yeah, this is. They turned the algos off today, and it's just idling now. All right. I appreciate everybody. Thank you all for being here. A reminder, we have an announcement on Wednesday, so tune in. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks for the support this week, and I'll talk to you guys in the Discord channel. If you guys continue trading this garbage, please be careful. There's no need. You don't want to go into the weekend looking back at me like, why did I just ruin my account on this price action? There's no need for that. So if you're not liking this, it's best to just put it down, put the bottle down, and walk away. You guys have a good one. Thanks again.